All right, welcome back to this video regarding C++ in files or introduction to C++ files. So before, you've been writing information to the screen and telling the user what to do, and you'll be taking input from the user and you are storing it in a variable and making some calculation. So now in this video, we're going to be writing to a file, and we're not going to be writing to the user but to a file. So why is a file important? We're going to discuss that as well. So but before that, let me present to you this information. And so I will just run it, or let me first explain. So this, for us to use a file on our program, we include hashtag fstream fstream file stream. This is a header file. We need this to use file on our program. So here we declared an object variable referencing what an offstream file that will be writing, saying that we'll be writing to the file output file. This is our variable we are outputting. Instead of putting it on the screen like cout, enter your username, we're going to be saying using this, instead of cout, we'll be using this output or file object or variable to be writing toward to our file. So here, what file are we going to be writing it to? We're going to write it to demo file.txt text file. So here we say now we display cout, now writing information to the file, and we use this object file to write software developer to this. Inside this txt file, we write this information, these three information inside this. So right now, if I were to go back to if I were to open my file, you will see there's nothing in it. So let me just open my file, and you can see there's nothing like demo file.txt on the list of what we have here. There's nothing like demo file, but if I were to run this, it automatically create this for me. So let me just run it, and then I will save it. Let me call it introduction to files, to file. So sorry about that, there's too much of space here. And now run that, and so here we go, now writing information to the file, and of course we are done. So if I were to open this my file again, you can see demo file has been created, and if I open it, we have information written as what software developer, web developer, and database administrator, just like we have indicated in here, software developer. And so to output information to the file, we use the output file object. This is a variable that I just named by myself. I can call this one taking information, taking info, and then instead of, let me just run that, and it's gonna give me an error, of course. So I was trying to use this to open a file, but it's not there. So I'll just copy that and paste here, and then remove this and call it WSN student. I'll just call it WSN.txt, and then I'll just write this, copy that, paste here, and paste here as well, and call this one, what should I name this one? Let's call it lucky, and then let's call this one WSN student, and then we'll call this one sorry about that, call this one www.websystemnetwork.com. So I'll just save that, And as you can see, there's no, if I open this, there's nothing like WSN student, I mean the WSN TST file on our what, on our list. But immediately I run these, it will automatically create it. I'm sorry about that. I didn't change that, so I'll just copy that and I'll come here, and yes, I'll replace that. So I'll just run it and say now write into the file, now writing information to the file, and then we are done. So it does it in the background and it send that information. What, now we have WSN written as on our list. So if I open it, sorry about that, we have Lucky WSN student and www.websystemnetwork.com. So this is how you write to a file. You can also take information from the user and write it to a file. So let me just say cout, let me declare a variable, or let me just remove this. And then we'll call it declare our object of stream, and then our variable object will be what shall I name it, output file, out file, and then out file dot open slash what file to be open. Let's call it online training or online learning. Let's call it online .txt. Now I'll just terminate that, and then we call it let's see out or declare variable. Let's declare variable. So int password, password and username, or the password and string username, and so cout, enter your username, and cin username, and cout, let's tell them to enter their password, enter your password, and cin password. And so let's store that what they entered in our database, and in this case is a TXT file. So output out file, and then we write in the username, and then end of line, out file again, or writing storing the password what the user entered, end of line, and then out file out file dot close. We're closing our database. So I'll just run that. Hopefully there's no error. Okay, where is the problem line? Oh yeah, capital letter F. Okay, so as you can see from here, we do not have online txt. So if we run that, it automatically create that for us and allows us to store information. So out file, just terminate that as well. Didn't do that. And of course, here we are. So enter your username. My username, let's call it what should I call my username? Lucky. And then my password is, what's my password? 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's my password, and then done. We have stored all this information on our on our database, and in this case is our online text file. We're using this as our database.